When the theory about how dinosaurs died, it has firmly entered the history of the Earth. Scientists thought, if the meteorite destroyed all dinosaurs, it is likely that the same meteorite was the reason for their appearance. The theory says that in the Perm period, a meteorite suddenly arose from the space of about the same Slutsky's check, and 70% of all living things on land died from its blow to the Earth, thereby giving way to the development of creatures from which dinosaurs appeared. Let's see how real this theory is. The first time, scientists wondered how the check of the Slutsky meteorite was able to cause such destruction on Earth and what will happen if the same blow is repeated. For 170 million years, only one species of animals dominated the Earth. These were dinosaurs. The ecological niche was so ideal for these creatures that they could only rejoice in such a life to multiply and evolve into new species. Scientists 2 centuries ago discovered a new chemical element and called it irididius. The fact is that irididius turned out to be extraterrestrial origin. The land of Iridia is extremely rare, but it is often found at the site of the fall of meteorites in the area of the check of the Sluts crater. This chemical element was in huge quantities. It was irididius who was the head of the theory about the fall of a huge meteorite to Earth and the destruction of 70% of all living things on Earth. Paleontologists conducted a huge amount of tests, and it turned out if the meteorite destroyed dinosaurs and thereby opened a free niche for the prosperity of mammals, then the same meteorite could do the same before the appearance of the lizards. A group of scientists began an investigation in several places on the planet in search of a meteorite, which fell to Earth 250 million years ago. They plunged into mines to an unusually huge depth. A few kilometers, in some rare breeds of elements were found that should not have been at such a depth. In the course of such an investigation, it turned out that the meteorite blow was so huge that he simply lifted chemical metals and elements much closer to the Earth's surface to the surface. The main element from the meteorite irididius was also found there. Also, scientists used a modern supercomputer with mass parallel during analyses. They wanted to understand whether it was possible that the meteorite's blow and the subsequent giant explosion would cause the activity of volcanoes on the side of the Earth, and supercomputer, which performs millions of operations in a second, confirmed this theory that hit the Earth 250 million years ago, sent seismic energy through the planet, and this energy created a huge hot zone. It consists of magma near the surface of the planet. Do not forget to subscribe to our American YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed, put your finger up and leave comments. Click on the bell to not miss new interesting releases from our channel. And today, one of the most active hot existing zones is located under Hawaii, and 250 million years ago, after a meteorite hit, a hot zone covered with a lava on the mainland Pangaea has formed. Its dimensions were more than 2.5 million kilometers in the area of modern Siberia, and scientists have a logical question: how are two huge disasters of 250 and 65 million years ago? They were able to destroy almost all living things on Earth. New research suggests that a 10 kilometers diameter meteorite hit the Earth 250 million years ago, and in doing so set off intense volcanic activity on the opposite side of the globe. According to estimates, the explosion and its consequences should have destroyed 70% of all life on Earth. Then the explosion of a meteorite destroyed more than 90% of the creatures living in the ocean. The results of the explosion were to cause global warming. And this would very much affect the world ocean, where more than half of all living organisms live. The oxygen deficit destroyed all types of underwater inhabitants, thereby opening a niche for land species from which dinosaurs occurred. Without stopping at the achieved, it was decided to conduct another experiment to confirm the theory of death in the ocean 250 million years ago. One lake was taken as the basis, located in the state of New York, which consists of such chemical elements as the forward after the meteorite fall. At the depths of this lake, there is completely no oxygen, and therefore it must be checked for living organisms and study the situation of the depth of life in general. A strong poisonous smell caused by an unusual chemical composition is manifested from the lake. It looks like an ordinary lake on top. But there, in the depths, it contains a poisonous mixture, exactly the same as during the period of mass extinction 250 million years ago. The researchers plunged into the depths of this lake and took samples. The results of biochemical analyses in the laboratory showed that the bacteria living at the bottom absorb the remnants of oxygen already rarefied in the lake and emit hydrogen sulfide, which kills all life around them. This was evidence that the remaining living organisms in the ocean died 250 million years ago, as a result of the release of a large amount of hydrogen sulfide, which arose after a collision of a meteorite with the ground. For 100,000 years, the hydrogen sulfide grown in the depths of the ocean, gradually destroying the remains of marine inhabitants. Sad statistics show that 90% of all living things were destroyed in the ocean and 70% on land. Scientists call hydrogen sulfide an extreme killer of all living things. And this is the main and dangerous enemy on Earth. From him you will not hide anywhere. After long and unsuccessful searches, scientists managed to detect the alleged crater from a meteorite, which laid the foundation for the origin of dinosaurs. It is located near the coast of Australia. Of course, hundreds of millions of years changed its structure, because then there was Pangea, but the scientists were sure that it was he. Soon they had to face the problems of this theory. The picture stubbornly did not want to take shape. Then several more geologists who discovered another crater connected to work. He was in the Antarctic. The power of the meteorite strike was several times more. The forces of the blow of Slutsky, meteor from Australia. Scientists after decades of research again began to conduct complex analyses. And now the calculations that all indicated that it was the meteorite, who fell into the Antarctic, the very culprit of the celebration, who killed all the living on the planet and laid the foundation for the origin and prosperity of dinosaurs. Specialists with the help of a supercomputer reconstructed a chain of events that laid the foundation for the emergence of a new civilization. For 20 million years after the blow of the heavenly body, the world remained almost naked and toxic due to hydrogen sulfide. Among the few survivors there remained a group of small reptiles, dioxides. The most hardy of them laid the foundation for the development of new species. Dinosaurs. But what can happen if today any meteorite falls to the ground? Imagine a meteorite with a diameter of 400 meters enters the center of North America. The city, in which a huge celestial body will fall, instantly evaporates, also instantly melts everything nearby in a diameter of 300 kilometers. The whole American state and approximately 11 million inhabitants cease to exist in 1 second. After 30 seconds a huge fire wave destroys neighboring states. You can escape from instant death at a distance of more than 700 kilometers, but falls asleep in fragments after 7 minutes. Also within a radius of 700 kilometers, more than 100 million people will immediately die. But this is only the beginning of the apocalypse. The fiery tornado increases within a radius of 2,000 km. After that, the strongest earthquake of 11 points occurs, which erases the cities from the face at a distance of 500 kilometers. The fiery tornado stops due to the curvature of the Earth, but then follows a huge shock wave, which moves at a speed of 750 kilometers per hour and reaches 3,000 km within the radius. A few hours later, the North American continent is completely devastated. Then a wave of devastation will begin throughout the Earth, which can last tens of thousands of years and in the end can die 99% of the population of the planet. And what would not be our achievements and technologies? The chances of mankind will be reduced to zero. Fortunately, such an event can happen 100 million years, but if it happens, will we find ourselves in a situation like dinosaurs? Thank you for watching this issue to the end. Put your finger up and leave the comments. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel to be the first to see new and interesting issues from the American YouTube channel. Bye.